this brings us back to the days of, Hoover and McCarthyism, that essentially labeling good, honest American citizens are now being vilified.
How frightened should every American be, regardless of party, that is what the FBI is focused on right now?
Forgive me for a little bit of outrage. This is absolutely unacceptable. These whistleblower documents reveal at a minimum that Attorney General Merrick Garland perjured himself before Congress. But more importantly, how about the Department of Justice using the Patriot Act to turn on American citizens, concerned parents over their children's education?
The fake outrage machine from Fox News is at it again. And this time they're trying to check every box by suggesting that the FBI is just spying maliciously on every single parent in America.
This is not acceptable in the United States of America. Never has been, never will be, certainly isn't today, and we need to clean house.
Now the first thing that I really want to highlight is what he just said. Right there he just said, this has never happened in America. Oh my goodness. But the truth is that it has. It happened all throughout American history. There were the mass arrests during the first Red Scare. There was the imprisonment of Eugene Debs. There's the FBI's assassination of people like Fred Hampton. And the very long history of the FBI literally equating the Klan with black identity extremists, which really just meant civil rights activists. So I hate to break it to you, Fox News, but the FBI has been doing this since its very inception.
For months now, we've shown you video in a number of different American cities of unmarked law enforcement officers just driving up in Kia minivans and other regular cars and hauling people off the street.
But oddly enough, this particular instance that these Republicans are talking about isn't happening. I'll tell you what the FBI isn't doing. The FBI isn't randomly spying on conservative white parents in the suburbs who are angry about critical race theory. No, the FBI is specifically going after the countless amounts of people that are sending death threats to school board officials and who have stormed schools to the point where schools have had to shut down. Those are the people the FBI is focusing on. But of course, Fox News isn't going to say that. They're not going to talk about the death threats or the storming of schools. What they're going to talk about is just, oh, the parents, oh my God, they're targeting all of these parents. But it's not. They're not targeting every single parent out there. They're specifically investigating instances where there's been the potential threat for violence from parents over critical race theory, which, mind you, is not being taught in K-12 schools. That is another thing that has been started by Fox News. So just to get the picture very, very clear, Fox News got random people scared about critical race theory, a thing that's not happening in schools. As a result, a bunch of their viewers turned around to harass and violently threaten school board officials around the country. And now, because the FBI is investigating that, Fox News is deciding to scream at the top of their lungs about how this is a violation of their rights. This has to be one of the most absolutely absurd things that Fox News has been outraged against, because there's like 6 layers of manufactured outrage behind this. This is Ben Carollo with Rebel Headquarters. You can catch my show Galaxy Brain on the Young Turks Twitch channel every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with my content.